Yeah, 5-minute game. Work on my blitz rating. E5 advances. Is this good? I don't feel like it's good. So the idea here, so I'll just play bishop d7. Now I can take his knight. I see no problem with this. There's a slight problem with this. Okay, it's just that e5 is weak. It gives me the opportunity to undouble my pawns. Or I could go really hyper. No, I'll just undouble. Okay. I feel like I just have a pawn up advantage. He just traded off all his pieces. Neither minor piece is developed. I feel like I have a little more dynamic position. He doesn't have any pawns moved up. I might get... Who knows? If he has to play f3 or c4, ideally, a knight here. But we'll see what we get. Might just play for this long diagonal with the bishop. I think that's kind of where my play is heading. He's threatening e6 right now. So we'll play the pawn up. c3. Okay, yeah. Naturally. So where does this bishop go? Am I going to play f4? Maybe I should play it to c5. Let's keep it near the king. Should have castled a long time ago. That's okay. Let's play f5. Queen moves. Thinking about d5. Need a rook over there as well. Then this bishop. Whoops. That bishop diagonal is going to be killer. Okay. Well, now we can get a rook on e8 after we push this pawn. And there's an exchange that should be good. He does have a queen check available here with a knight exchange, but that's okay. Is he not trading right away? Here's the deal. If he takes and I take, he has queen check, takes, rook takes, pawn takes. And it looks like a huge trade-off. His rook would be here, mine would be more active. I'm okay with that. I might play rook d4 though. I could play e5, but I do want to get this as a passed pawn. Now let's look at this again. I take, if he takes, I take here, and then I'm got my rook on that rank. I'm totally fine with that. If I take, queen takes, I'm in check. I have to take with the rook. Then he takes my queen. I take here. Once again, I'll have a passed pawn, bishop on the strong diagonal. His rook will be here. My pawn moves, that pawn will be threatened. I'm very comfortable with that position. Only other thing he still has is that check, which just trades off queens, and I kind of want that almost. If the queens trade off, I'll just move the pawn one more time. Completely fine. Completely fine. He'll be threatening this pawn with the rook. I can't imagine him wanting to take it with the knight. This rook is useless until that other one moves. There we go. The diagonal's covered so well. Threatening b7, but I don't think I need b7. I need a queen. This is a really strong position for this rook. Not worried about any exchanges. If you're just joining the stream, I am accepting chess games. This is on chess.com if you're interested in playing a game. Let's see. I can just take b2 with my bishop. Can I just push this? I think I can. He's got rook here, and I can't move my rook down because of that knight, obviously. But I can now take this here. He'll take this pawn. I'll play bishop here. Rook moves back. Then I can check, and I'll win this knight. Or oh, he doesn't. He doesn't do that. Well, in that case, I can play bishop there. Hyper defended. What do we have? Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm going to play with this pawn to advance up a little bit. I shouldn't have done that exchange. He's got this. I have to watch out for this rook check. Getting in position. He can just slide behind if I move this rook up. My king will have to play it safe, and I have to also watch out for time controls. Very dangerous. Let's get these puppies going. Now I have to move this pawn here. This king is immediately going to have some action. I feel weird that he's just giving that to me. This king will have to come over. How many moves does it take? He takes. It's here, king is here. He can get in position to stop it. What if I just move there, though? Now what's he got? Now he can't defend this pawn as well. It becomes much, much harder. If I took with the king, he had rook over here, and then I would have had to move my king here. He would have captured that pawn. Well, that would have been no problem because I would have queened. I could have taken it with my king. That's true. Rookie mistake. Do I just take here? I think I can. I don't see any problems with it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I blundered. How did I blunder so bad? I don't know that I can win now. Who knows? I might still have a win. I have to watch out for any checks if he queens. If he plays here, he had a win. He had a win. He had a win. I almost have to make sure that when I take this, it's check. That's a win. Wow. I was busted there. Hung that rook for no reason. Wow. Yeah, he was a good sport. Excellent. I'm accepting. If you're interested in playing, you're welcome to send me an invite on chess.com. Checkmate is down here, 4283. Or you're welcome to watch. I will start a new game here in a second. This will be another 5 with 5-second increments. I do play longer games or shorter ones. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm up for whatever. Ooh, okay. D6. Just play knight c3, play it simple. Let's play a little bit aggressive here. I'm playing some kind of quieter games. These might have ideas like b5, b4, kick this knight, which is only defender of this e pawn. He's got ideas like knight g4, which I don't really like. I should just develop. I don't want to move like h3 when I can still develop. He's a little behind in developing, which isn't too bad. He doesn't have censure pawns, but he can always break out at any time. He's got the potential, whereas mine are already committed. That kind of makes things a little bit interesting. You know what? I prefer his bishop there than his knight. I'm okay with that. And if this knight moves or anything, I now have this bishop defending anyway. Okay. That makes my light squared bishop a little less passive. I have 2 bishops now to his 1, which might be an advantage later since I have this open position. Nothing's cramped. Wow. I would have moved that knight. Man, he's letting me have a lot of position. He's letting me dictate a lot of what's going on in the game. Kind of thinking something like e5, but also f4 gives me some attack on his king. He probably did that as a preparation for f5 or e5. I feel like if he was playing e5, he wouldn't have played knight. He would have played his b knight there instead. Let's attack this king side. That's the objective. Why not? Let's go for the... f5. What's his response? He's just fallen behind on development for no reason. With a move like that, I should just take here. Well, then he puts his pawn here. If I take here, the pawn goes there. It's basically the same thing. Only he has e6 instead. What is weaker? Let's keep him a little more cramped. If he plays e5 again, I'll play here. His knight development is just terrible. It's kind of useless. How do I improve my position? Queen d2. Get these rooks connected. Okay, now his bishop scope opens up if I exchange. He's got knight capture. Also makes this an isolated pawn. It wouldn't be connected to any other pawns. What do I do here? Pawn forward. I think that's my move. Let him cramp his own bishop, get my knight into play, maybe. This will become a very nice outpost. If he captures, I don't capture this pawn because this will be passed then. Nothing will be in front of it. No other pawns. What is good is he'll have another space to develop his knight, but this is a backwards pawn. No other pawns can defend it. I can stack up my rooks, and he's a little behind on his rook play. This knight will need to come back here. Oh, wow. Okay, positionally, that's just going to be there, blocking his bishop. The bishop that I kind of want to take right now. Let's lay on some pressure. That c6 square is just not available still. This knight is so useless right now. Maybe you can play there is the idea, but I'm readying this to play h4. I think I can get some dark square play. Now he does have knight cap. Well, if it's pinned, he has to remove the pin. He'd have knight d7, queen. Where does queen go? If knight d7, maybe b6, but he's got so much activity on his king side, he might not want to leave a defender. I might just leave this a5. I just don't need to move this. Queen c3, does it matter? Not really. Let's get rid of that pen, because if I play here, pawn captures, bishop captures, knight captures, and I couldn't have captured back with that knight. This bishop wouldn't have been defending that pawn anymore. Okay, here we go. My gut is telling me it's open. I have to watch my time now. Down a minute. Last game I was pretty close on the clock anyway. time control is a big advantage if you're ahead on time. I tend to play a little bit slow, so I like to use these 5-second. You get 5-second increments every time you make a move. So, you know, even though it's a 5-minute game, it can end up lasting for like 10 minutes each. Oh, why did I do that? It's not pinned anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing things. Maybe I can get my queen in there. Open some stuff up. Maybe. Shame I don't have a rook on H1. I don't know what I was seeing there. I'm not really worried. I don't even feel like I lost a pawn. This H file is so weak. One of those pawns will fall inevitably. Now if I play queen here, he does have the queen move before threatening a check here. Oh, I gotta watch my time. Got to watch my time. I forget that. B4 is dangerous. Not worried about capturing that pawn. Well, should I be? That knight would be hanging. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I just bring this knight over here. Delay some moves. Try to surround his king. Okay, I wish he really should have moved his queen to b4. Much better move. Oh wait, what? I could have captured his rook right there. Low on time controls though. Hard to keep track of it. He needs his queen down here now. I think I win his knight here now. Check. Capture. Rook. Capture. Okay, a little up material, up a piece. Now I just have to make sure I don't lose on time controls. His king is pretty vulnerable. Mine kind of is too, but his queen is so passive. He has no checks. I'm just gonna bring this up here. Oh no, I didn't even see the thread. Okay, well, queens are off. Yeah, that's game. Excellent. If you're viewing this, my name is Thor Bonner, and I play music. And this is my first day streaming chess. It's pretty exciting. I used to play a lot of chess in high school. And when I was 16, I won a chess tournament in Kansas. And it got mentioned in Chess Life magazine. But I was 16, I couldn't really drive, so I wasn't able to go out of state or go to other chess tournaments. So it's been about 10 years since I've been playing, and one of my friends just got a chess rating of over 1800. I started playing with him recently. It's a really good time. I hadn't played in a while, and I'm kind of excited to get back into playing again. We had a lot of cool cats out there playing. It's just a terrific game. I'm opening up that pen. I wonder. I wonder if I should have played e5, pawn to e5. I just don't like having that as a backwards pawn. I know people play it that way, but it's not my style. It's just not my thing. It likes the pins on the bishops. I don't really see the point. He's probably got ideas like f4 here. Maybe. Yep. Not a bad idea. What do I have? Knight captures, queen captures, or bishop captures. I could trade those pieces off. Better square for my knight. I can just play queen b6. Let's do that. Take advantage of this long pin. This will be good. I'm worried about moves like that. What do I take with the bishop? I kind of want the bishop pair, but I'm worried about e5. Let's just look at it. Captures, captures. Where does my knight go? I like the bishop pair, but I didn't have a place for my knight. You can chase it. I might have to capture with my king. Not a fan of that, but it might not matter if that many pieces are traded off. It might not matter at all. A move like queen b4 might be kind of cool right now. He needs to get his king off that diagonal. More than anything. Is that pawn just hanging? I'm 100% okay with that. He's got this take, but I have that one, and that'll be threatening his queen. He's got this, just doesn't force anything. You know? Like, I want this kind of capture. Oh, these doubled pawns on this open file. Nasty. Nasty. He's just letting me have it. And a pawn advantage. Just giving it to me. This is incredibly winning. I can get my king out of danger pretty easily too. This queen has no checks. B4 is problematic. B4 is problematic. Well, I've got F6. No, it doesn't stop that. B4 is problematic. Well, okay. Okay. He's got this check, capture, knight check, which is bad for me. Then this square becomes much better with these pawns here. The advantage here is that my bishop and queen are already going long ways. And because of that, this rook placement will be lethal. Now, I don't want to get on these squares because my bishop will want to come there later. Let's not give him every knight check. Didn't want something like that happening. Oh my gosh, I'm just not seeing it. This is checkmate. That's forced. Wow. That capture is checkmate because I can't defend this square. Capture. I move here. He's got that. He's got both my rooks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I hung this game. Oh, he's going for the, he's trying to get his rook involved. Couple extra moves. Let's rematch that guy. Or new. Whatever. Okay. E4 pawn. Oh, maybe he's not playing. Oh, that's too bad. We'll just find another one. All right. Oh, queen. This is my first queen pawns opening game today. Knight f6. Interesting. You're thinking about like c5 here. I wonder what he's got. I'm surprised he's not playing c4 or e4. What kind of move is that? Just trying to put pressure on. If I play queen a5, he almost just has to play right back. Did he really do that on purpose? Let's do this. He'll have to play back. Then what I want to do is play pawn here. Then if he moves his knight again, let's say to here, I play bishop up. Okay, so he wants his bishop here. Let's push his knight. He has to move back here now. I guess the theme of today is me hanging pieces. I don't think he can defend the pawn if I move to b5. I literally don't think he has a move to defend it. Trying to get better at these faster games, man. Oh, I gave him a thinker. Okay. That queen isn't threatening anything. I think I can just move my knight there. And the cool thing about this move is it later lets me get in here. Or here, I guess, for now. Do I need to do that now, though? Yeah, he's threatening my knight. Of course I need it now. All right, time to get my bishop out. That might be coming next. Okay, so that happens. Now what? Let's just develop my bishop. I don't need to threaten anything right now. I still want a knight here eventually. Thinking about moves like here. Oh, I think I may have hung that d7 pawn. I might have to think about it for a second. Oh God. Yeah, I really messed that one up, huh? I should capture first. Well, then he would have rook a1. Man, budging up a little bit here. Low on time again as well. Oh God, I didn't see that at all. Oh man, that is embarrassing. All right, this will probably be the last one. If you want to see more chess games tomorrow, I'll be on tomorrow afternoon and evening. This is a French defense. I like to play an exchange variation where white ends up with an isolated d pawn, but black doesn't have a pawn on e6, as in most isolated d pawn chess games. Bishop e6 is an idea. It's a little forceful. I think I can play b6, queen b6 here. B3, sorry, queen b3. That threatens this b file. Okay. I think I can then play bishop d3, and he captures, I capture, bishop capture, queen capture, and then I'll be defending that e pawn that way. If he doesn't, and if he queens here, I've got knight there. But if it captures, okay. Bishop e3, huh? We're gonna play knight e2. We're going to plan on frightening that bishop, and also adding more pressure on onto d5, since that's how he's kind of playing. And if he captures, I just get his dark squared bishop. It's a win. Strong winning thing for me there. Maybe I should have played f4. f4 would have been a strong idea. Capturing ideas. I'm gonna take f4. Why is his knight there? Once his knight here, usually goes to b6. Strength. He needs to capture this pawn. He's thinking knight here, probably really reinforcing this piece. It'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. Okay. This is what we've been waiting for. Might have offered him too many exchanges. Yeah, if you have an isolated D pawn, you want a lot of pieces so you can attack with them. I'm kind of low, but also that C6 pawn is really weak. I think I have compensation. I've got the bishop. He's gonna act like he's playing here, but I'll just push that pawn if he does. Don't think I won't. Don't you dare think I won't. That knight will already be good too. Well, he can... Who knows? Who knows what could happen? Just because he's threatening that square a little bit. He could play c5. Oh. I see. Yep, I don't like it. I don't really see a threat. I actually kind of want him to take this knight. I'll take with the pawn, and then these won't be isolated anymore. I don't think I'm going to get an attack this game. These are ready to double. Okay, he's defending a6 now. My queen move there. So what to do? He's probably wanting to connect rooks. Might get my rooks on the 5th or 4th rank to move over, to kind of migrate over to his king side. That might be kind of fun. I also have bishop e5. If he takes, I actually kind of prefer where my bishop could be, where my pawn could be. It wouldn't be isolated, and it would have a little bit of pressure on his king side. You'd have queen majority, but I like that e5 pawn. I really would. Interesting. Interesting. If I play f4, he's got a couple of responses with those knights. He's also got f6. I advance. It's very good. But those knight captures are not good. And then I would have f4. Let's do it. Let's get f4 in there. If he goes for that fork, this bishop's still here. Unless he gets kicked. I don't think it will, though. Oh no, he's got f3. Capture. Sorry. If he plays f3, I have to move this. Capture. Yeah. I'm a little screwed here. Just a little SOL. Okay. This is what we're talking about. Knight captures. Rook. Queen. I think that's a win. Capture, capture. The file's open after that. But I'll have a queening pawn. What a game. This is just devastating. All right, I might play one more. Just a reminder, this is my first day streaming. Any likes or follows is appreciated. It really means a lot to me. Already gotten a couple today, and it's been very motivating. It's been, I thought it'd take a few weeks before anyone was watching this. So it's kind of cool to see how people are reacting. This is a Scandinavian, but he's retreating his queen to d8 instead of a5. It's perfectly sound. It's just less common. Less attacking possibilities, for sure. I'm not a fan of the Scandinavian works completely fine, but like the amount of development that white gets right off the bat, if you notice he doesn't have any pieces moved yet. It baffles me that how sound of an opening it is. But you have to really know it. You can't just go into it experimenting or trying it out, you know? Man, I have so much development. Let's do something radical. I'm not going to queenside castle yet. I'm not going to reveal that I'm doing that yet. I'm just going to pressure him a little bit. Them. He's threatening knight here. What can I do about that? Well, if he does, I take his queen. Is it even bad? I'll play bishop 3, e3. If he plays here, well, he'd need to play h6 first, which he didn't. Knight b6 to d5 maybe. Well, this is where I still don't have to castle. That's going to be so annoying for him for the rest of the game. Let's get him. Should I get him really weak on dark squares? I can just kingside castle now. It doesn't even matter. That pawn is so safe. I won't trade queens here. I'll just take that. No problem to me at all. Might actually help on exchanges on this square later. If I play c4, c3, d4, something like that. Sorry, d5. But if that's coming, he'll want to have... What is he doing? Is he wanting f6? That'll just open up his king side more. It's preventing a move like knight d4 though. Okay, fair enough. Let's get this pen over with. Make up your mind. Oh no! I haven't even seen that yet. What the heck? How did I never see that? Before thinking about knight e4 at some point. He's got that fork. Which I really don't like. Is this an attack? It's not an efficient one. We'll play knight here. It's available to go to king side if I need it. Covering these squares. What's he preparing? Oh, he's wanting to develop that bishop. I'm perfectly fine trading off these bishops. He's actually mustered together a little bit of a defense here. Perfectly respectable. In case any breakthroughs, this file immediately becomes useful. I can't move this knight. This knight is actually doing a lot. I don't like that. But now I'll have moves like knight here because of capture. Well, nope, that's not very good. Maybe I need to play queen e7 first. Do I need to capture that knight? It's getting a little tough to maneuver in here. In this game in particular. Captures. Really? I have to watch out for this surprise attack. Am I up a piece? How did he do that? Why did he do that? Just have to keep my cool here. I'm not making mistakes. I'm under a lot of time pressure. Sometimes when positions just get cramped, people feel the need to trade off material immediately. but you want to maintain pressure always. I think I just have a win here. He has to move pawn here now. Okay, it's not a win, but it's whatever. Not that worried about it. Kind of weakened my position a bit, though. Sheesh. Oh, I could have just captured that pawn. I wish I had. Hey, buddy, go easy on me. Checkmate, he missed it. Challenged again. Sure. This could get weird. I'm worried about something like d5 or e5. I don't have a good square for this knight yet. You know what? Let's just give him a little. I'm in the mood for a doubled pawn game. He'll probably move bishop over here. Oh, threatening a skewer with the bishop in a second. It's not, though, because of move like d6. Should I just play d6? I think I should play knight. I like knight e5. I think that's pretty nice. He does have bishop a3, pawn a3, knight b5. Stacking on this pawn. I'm not happy about it. He's still gonna have this knight check. He plays here, then I can't castle. Oops, I thought I could castle for a second. I can't. Oof. The idea that I have knight e7. Oh man. I have no play here that's very good. Knight e7. I can at least get my king out of here. This is pretty some pretty rookie playing on my part. Okay, now what does he have? I'm actually threatening a pawn now. I didn't lose material. My position is pretty wrecked at the moment, though. Pretty devastated. I've got a good position for my knight right now. That's okay. I can just push that pawn all the way up. Thought that was checkmate for a second. I've still got this guy here. Let's give it a shot. Queen exchange. I think this weakness, I'll lose a pawn. I will lose this pawn, but I think I can contest these double pawns well enough. Okay. Do your worst. Because I don't think you have a lot of game left. $100% down for it. Give it to me, baby. Gotta watch out for this. If he plays c4, I might get in danger just a little bit. I'm not that worried about that move. Oh, I see. If I play queen here, knight there. I did that to myself. I can't get out of that. Did I just get out of it? Oh my gosh. What the heck just happened? Did I come out of it up a pawn? And threatening pieces? What in the topsy-turvy? That F pawn was way stronger. Why didn't I attack that instead? Those were the doubled isolated pawns. Why did I do that? This was an interesting game. I can't believe I was lucky enough to get out of that with that pawn exchange. Over here. This knight is somewhat problematic because he has to move his bishop, defend it, or at some point he needs a rook over here to attack this backwards pawn. He hasn't done that yet, though. I've got to watch my time controls. He's down to 2 minutes, but I'm at 43 seconds. It's kind of cool I can get this rook over to h3 anytime. Or h4 threatening this pawn. This pawn will go up, so that way when he's on this file it's defended, but also activates my bishop. I can't just play d3. This pawn's probably going to fall fairly soon. Let's look at that play earlier. Some great stuff. I really regret not taking this f pawn first. Strong regrets. He doesn't know how to develop. Yes, bishop here. Bishop comes back. I would just play bishop here. It makes it tough for me. I might just move right back. He's running out of time. Wow. Wow, what a game. I wish he played some of that out. That this is going to be an interesting end game. I'm going to go back and actually watch some of those moves because I messed up a little early on. There's the disadvantage there, but he has both bishops. So here it is. That knight moves. We saw this. I got my knight there. I feel like he should have checked first, but that's okay. Check. Queen. Check, check. I feel like he just wanted so much out of this attack. He could have traded queens. My knight would have been on the opposite side of the board. This pawn was inevitably going to hang. I mean, he could have really crippled me and kept this rook out of play. I think his best option was taking that queen trade. Or that one. If he had taken this one, I can't make the arrows. If he had taken this queen trade, well, it would have opened up for my rook, but my rook's not doing a lot. I just feel like this pawn would have hung immediately with a one bishop move to e2. Yeah. Then here. Interesting. It was this queen move to e2. I played h4. Bishop e2. I got nervous here. So lucky that this pawn capture threatened the queen. Up in exchange. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be signing off tonight. It was a lot of fun. Don't forget to follow. Thank you.